Okay, so this is now episode 14 of the 248k mod run on a ribbon with a 10 times research multiplier. Today's actual time to do train stuff. We've done a lot of good things. Haven't actually put, yeah, this is the first locomotive I've actually put on all of this train stuff. Built all this grid. Bots are complaining about not having roboports, okay? Not entirely surprising, I've only got one. Can't really help them there. Yeah, gotta go do station stuff. I think down here, this guy was still making steel boxes. We kind of want iron boxes. Give me all of these, I guess, and then also do that, because I want to do stations with iron boxes. Other things that happened in between were... Yeah, this that used to be making power plants has gone back to locomotives, because we're going to need those. Yeah, that was the issue, wasn't it? This, between the ceramics running down, because I'm now using kind of all of the stone, because we turned things back on again, and also not getting the plastic, because this... Yeah, this system, not that system, this system here puts all the gas in this tank, and currently doesn't have, or don't even have, yeah, sure. Yeah, currently don't have a way of getting... gas from the cracked stuff out to over here, so we'll just work on that quickly. What goes just the way? Oh, the yeah, that thing, sure. Because I would like the rest of the base to continue, but I don't actually know if the bots have pumps. The bots apparently have pumps. They're not complaining about not having pumps, so someone's going to get onto that. We've got a couple of hundred bots free, but sure. So this will mean that plastic keeps going, because we'll be able to use the gas that's in here for plastic. Though I don't really, like, the plan is not really to be making plastic or red chips there at all yet, but that's not all set up yet. Other things that happened, oh yeah, this thwacked some extra power grid in here, because turns out when you've got 1,000 bots building bits of grid, and there's still bits of grid they need to build because they don't have the roboports yet, turns out that's quite a lot of energy usage, and almost browned out, didn't. Also made this a tiling blueprint now. So now like the top and bottom sides of the ribbon, we can just do like that instead of having to line everything up, and then all of these little power poles that are in the way aren't. And then our air quotes defenses over quotes over here are also done. So yeah, so that's a bunch of bots doing a bunch of things. A bunch of boxes over here. I think I've got... Yeah, I think I've got my train, and I've got enough other trains and enough sort of initial fuel. And the thing about this grid is, like, we can go anywhere, right? That's how grids work. That's fine. What we can't do is go down here, because all of these belts are kind of cutting our rail grid into two parts. So anyway, let's wander over to where the stone is, and then, yeah, things like this I also don't need. Like, where's this? Yeah, this deconstruction planer can get rid of all these little poles, because I don't need those little poles now. The grid will do the electronic transfer, or at least, you know, the electricity grid. This mining I apparently accidentally cut off while I was taking out these other little power poles, but that's kind of okay, because I wanted that to go away anyway, because... Also, let's not have radars there, let's have a radar like here, and then it looks like I need another one over here as well. And then, pretty sure bots have radars. We can just put one of those there, because that means that we can get rid of this guy that's blocking the tracks, and also kind of need to do all of this before they take away that radar array. Let's not delete that radar just yet. All of these belts want to go so that I can put things on trains. In fact, do I want to... I don't think I want this to go up at all. I think I want this to go to the right rather than up. Not entirely sure yet. Doesn't probably not a big deal. We can put this in. We can't really, can we? That kind of gets in the way of. Sure, whatever. Are we by the stone? We are in fact by the stone. This is on the wrong side, isn't it? We kind of need to go to the other side of the stone. We need to start kind of here. You can have some of that, and you can have 4 carriages, because that's how we're set up. And somewhere I have a station that wants stone, which is this one, and then I have this layout here that has pipes in between the splitters, but we'll get rid of those in a moment. And lines up with that just fine. So we don't need those pipes. But this is going to be, this is a layout that puts things on a train, and then we want to see how many of these things we can pack onto the stone patch so we can get all of the stone out. Let's do that, and then let's line these ones up like all the way back here. That's going to be in the way of the signal. Some of the signal is going to be in the way. So the signal does block a thing, but I didn't have a whole lot of mining to do there anyway. And then, more of... that's not the one, this one. Are we still running it this way? I think we're running it this way. Can I get more? I should be able to get more. If, like, I'm not going to be able to get all of these, but I can do... Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so actually that needs to disappear as well, and then do the version with modules, thanks. How many are we looking at here? 12. That will indeed fit on one side of a belt, even with my mining productivity. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes, mwahaha, of stone, which is... And we've got like 4 things in here, so that's going to be a balancer. Bots are still mostly doing things. Did the red circuit start again? Yes, we do now in fact have enough plastic, so that's cool. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to turn... Oh, this one's pumping out. And these guys are not getting all the sulfur they need. That being said, there's still some amount of sulfur, and then there's all the sulfur up the belt as well, so it's probably fine. Do I want weapon shooting speed 4? Let's worry about that later. Let's get the rest of this stuff done. We're going to need... For maybe the first time this run, we're going to need a balancer, like an actual lane balancing thing, for which I do not have the undergrounds. I guess I put them over here. Fine. To there, yeah. Something like that. This looks like a 4-lane balancer to me. And then we can just run these things. Guess I'm doing this myself. I'm not even waiting for bots to do this. Actually... let's try and line these all up. A thing I do want to do, bots can get rid of those trees, is let's cut this off until everything's actually built and socketed and all of this stuff is in place. Because also, because a bunch of these things aren't even built yet. And these are limited, which is nice. So this is not even the way I want these stations to be named. Have stone. And this will... Oh, I didn't bring the combinators, did I? I didn't even make combinators. Okay, so this wants to go from have stone to please stone, from like full to empty, except I don't even have ways to do that yet because all these belts, the belts that were in the way are kind of no longer in the way, which means I can in fact go back to throwing these things in here and here, but let's also not have those in the way. But now we're building this one, and oh, I didn't cut these off either. Yeah, so we're going to do this thing where we're going to get rid of all of that stuff, drain these belts, wait for these belts to drain before we delete them so the bots don't have to move everything around. And then actually not even put this on a train. Let's get rid of the back half of these so I can, because I think I'm bringing this out here, because I don't want, like, I don't think I want to put that ore on a train. I think, how are these guys doing for, these guys have got everything, almost everything they need. Everyone's pretty unhappy there. Yeah, it's just a couple of those, sure. What I actually want is, where's the iron one? Yeah, here's the iron one that I wanted, because it looked like it had a decent layout. If I grab this much of this thing, I'm gonna need the splitter at the top as well, aren't I? This is the wrong kind of thing that we'll need to split some recipes on. But I reckon instead, yeah, this is accidentally worked out really well. Because this here, I don't even need to do it like that, can I? If I do, okay. I guess, yeah, okay, because I guess if they've got the fluid inputs, they can't actually flip those in the way that I would like. But that's fine. Because I'm thinking what I'm doing is I have 2 lanes of smelting here, and then also 2 lanes of smelting here, and then also have a train station. I don't actually know if bots have train stations. That goes, sure, like that. Yeah, and then this loading station setup, which I've already got here, which I can now go and put all those belts back, because it looks like that entire build is done. And if I can put this here, not there, that's the wrong place, it's down here. Yeah, this will be, if I line this up in the right way, this could actually be 4 belts of copper processing, which is, I think, a nicer way of doing that. Do I want to line any of those things up the other way? Any of those things up differently? I think all of these, and the bots are going to be annoyed that I am now telling them to do stuff in different places. They'll be fine. That needs to move across a bit, because I do also need another train station here, because a thing this will need that it does not have is water. So we're going to train in a little bit of water. Actually, let's go and reconnect these things, because they're going to need to be reconnected now that all of this is built. All of that is built but not moduled, but that's fine. I've got some of the stuff which can go in just there and be fine. Yeah, so things to do include figuring out how to... Actually, let's do a couple of other things first. Because I think... Yeah, I've got quite a few bots free at the moment, don't I? I mean, having enough work to keep 1,000 bots busy all the time is pretty rough. I'm probably not going to be able to. But a thing I can do, because we're definitely going in this direction, is have bots. I don't actually know if I've got the roboports for this. Does that also happens to almost exactly fit, with the exception of maybe this one, fit fantastically well around that oil patch as well, so that's some nice luck. Things seem to be going well. Hopefully that doesn't curse a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we'll continue building that out. And then I wanted a radar. We're going to continue to do this thing where I'm just going to leave a radar in a place that when bots build out to it, they'll actually, as further than I need, isn't it? Yeah, bots. This radar will turn up online when bots actually get around to doing a thing. The other disadvantage of all of this is I'm creating huge build distances of bots just wandering from here all the way back to the beginning of the base to do their stuff, but whatever. All of this is mostly kind of turning up. Do I have enough stack inserters for this? Yeah, more or less. Am I still waiting on roboports? I got a couple of roboports. This is all pretty good. Red and green are both kind of going. Blue is largely going for lack of cogs, but that's a thing I'm okay with because I have just kind of shut down the the iron production a bit. Yeah, so let's go back and line some of those things up as well. We are also getting towards the end of the part that will be good for driving cars around. There's soon going to be a bunch of trains that will just be extremely dangerous. Are we just going to... Yeah, I think we're just going to be... Wait, did I get... I did not get laser turrets yet. Okay, fine. That was going to be the thing that I've decided whether or not I wanted to queue, and I think that probably is going to be the next thing, isn't it? Question is, do I get... Let's... I mean, we're going to need accumulators. Are we going to need gates? Let's get gates. Is this personal rubber board also takes blue science? Yeah, the question is... Where's laser turrets? There's laser turrets. Yeah, am I going to be... out? Am I going to get the other techs up to speed as fast as I need to be? Yeah, am I going to get blue science up to speed before I run out of non-blue science techs? And am I going to get purple science online before I run out of blue science techs? So we're also going to just take the middle of this so far, because I don't know that I'm going to be using... Yeah, still quite a lot, isn't it? 96, decent amount of things. Let's do this so we can get this stuff, so we can just naturally extend this mining later once we decide we want more of it, but I don't think I just don't need that much yet. Yeah, then let's also have some of the stuff connected, because connecting mining is good. That's going to be fine, isn't it? Because we've got all the poles in the middle. Yeah, sure. 96, I think I counted. Yes, that's going to be nearly 4 belts, isn't it? Do I want to do the water first? Do I want to... Actually, the thing I kind of want to do... Actually, the thing that's actually quite important to do is get all of this stuff out the way. Bot's going to have a lot of things to do. Fortunately, all of this stuff doesn't require that bots have roboports, which is the thing I'm short of. Oh yeah, and now I've got no bots free. But that's also fine, because we can just... Yeah, so those things are going to be there. Oh, I built the radar. I built this radar somewhere else, didn't I? I have radar coverage over here, yeah, so this guy can go away. And then we can also have this grid here. And then also these things can go away. So this side of the grid didn't get built, and then I'm also lacking radar coverage on the bottom. Oh well. But all of this looks like a useful grid piece to go in. So this should at least let this train... This train can now get to all the places? Yeah, this train can now get to the ceramic station that it needs to. And I guess we see if that actually works. Oh, I realized that I didn't actually... Yeah, I don't need all of these, do I? I actually only need half as many. And then this guy's also got a copper recipe. Well, no, it has an iron recipe. What it needs is a copper recipe. But that also just messed up. Oh no, it didn't, because there aren't pipes here. This is water on one side, this on the other side. Yeah, that's fine. This one needs to go to molten copper. And then, yeah, let's get rid of these things as well, because we don't need them. And set... Yeah, this is... I mean, things I'm not even going to need stuck on things. Unlikely to need this much copper smelting for a while, probably. I mean, I guess the next thing is going to be a bunch of red chips. Probably I should have done this... Probably I should have done that pivot after having set up the same metal smelting, because the metal smelting I also want is going to be over here. And I guess we run that... Is there a forest there? Is there enough space? I don't think there's quite enough space to run that on either side, is there? But it also means that... I mean, the base is not completely without resources at the moment, because there's still the starter copper, which is... Is this the... Yeah, this is the starter copper, which is... Like, large amounts of this have run down, which is fine. This is all the feed that we're no longer going to need. In fact, both of these are feeds that we're not going to need. In fact, this dies... Yeah, this dies over here, so that can go away. And that's, I guess, more grid that we can have. Sure. Yeah, all of this is kind of... I don't even care about mixing this before it gets into either of these places, because mostly it's about... Yeah, the thing that I actually need to worry about mixing is here. And I guess we do this and this. These ones need to run the other way, which is also fine. They go there. These are kind of on the wrong side, but whatever. This can go here. That's... Oh yeah, because this thing's on the other side. Oh no, wait, there's also a pole there. Okay, fine. They can in fact go there. Things that I probably did not need to worry about, but did anyway. Okay, so this is going to be two... This one's kind of the wrong place. Can't be better there. Okay, so as long as two of these belts go to either of these positions... And let's do this with undergrounds as well, for reasons that will very quickly... That's not where I want to go. Will very quickly become apparent. We're going to have... That's kind of in the wrong place. That one is in the right place. Yeah, because we've got two more belts over here from this other smelting that's happening. Am I... I don't think I'm fueling a train here. Or at least I'm not planning on fueling a train there. Can I? I mean, it's gross, but... Yeah, whatever. Except this thing is going to have to turn. Sure. Things that are fine. Things that are completely fine. Yeah, cool. Because now we've got... Is that true? They didn't even need to... They didn't need to... Yeah, because one of these things is definitely going in here. The thing is, I've just had this one go the long way around and didn't necessarily need it to. But that's all still fine. Once this gets online, the other thing I need, actually, is I do need to share water across here. Because this is how we're getting the initial water in, and then let's also go and do... Let's also get the rest of the stuff in by doing that, I guess. Yeah, sure. And then we can have more of this... I mean, this intersection here is a bit messed up anyway, but I think it's probably always going to be, because this copper is going to be here for a while. So I kinda don't have anything to say about that just being a mess, other than, you know, sorry. Sorry, copper, you're a mess. Okay, one of these things is going to go here, and then we're going to need, yeah, more undergrounds. Bots will bring me undergrounds, it'll be fine. Like so. Let's... I guess we just do a compressor? I don't really... Again, it's all going into the same station, so I kind of don't care. Yeah, we'll just go... don't even think that needs to be fully compressed, because by the time I've got these 64, yeah, that's more than enough for 2 belts. So these two are going to be exactly what they need to be, and then these others can run over here, and again, I kind of only care about having... How many of these do I have? 12. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're just going to go... We're going to go over here. It's going to be fine. Need to bring these guys some water. One of these is almost certainly going to be full already. But we're going to do this. There we go. So, I mean, I say there we go, we're not actually done yet. We've got a couple of other these things to do, which looks like they're going to go here. Sure. Okay. The other thing I still need to do is figure out how to get this back to the base, but have we at least had... I guess this is the thing, has... Oh, because this guy's not on automatic. Yeah, have you got yourself a path? You've got yourself a path. These are also just full, so that's fine. These guys are... Yeah, they need the water. Okay. So, I do have... Yeah, just running across train tracks, even though trains are running now. I do have a train station over... Let's not put it there. It can be... This one can be anywhere. This is going to be a nasty, cheap, temporary... Do I have pumps? Do I need more pumps? I may, in fact, need more pumps. Yeah, nasty, temporary train station. Somewhere I should be able to queue a pump, right? Like over here. Do bots have pumps? They need 11 things, they don't have a pump. Okay, so we got to go back to the base anyway because we need pumps. So I guess we do that, and we're going to do this driving trains around now so that it's less likely that we get hit driving a car with these other trains that are going to start to be around. So we've got 2 lanes of copper going to here. Then I think we do... Can I do the same, like basically the same thing, but here? I think that's going to be a compelling idea. You probably need... You need to actually be at a station, don't you? Is that what I was planning on using the station for? It might be. Do I... Except I can't get it out anywhere. In fact, I have to get rid of this wreck if I'm doing anything with that because of just where those train lines have ended up. Unless the water is lowered down, which is still a shame. Okay. Get rid of this guy. Actually, first go and get the engines so I can have more pumps. In fact, automating pumps is also a thing that I could have thought about doing, but did not. The base is all still fine because it's just doing a bunch of red and green research, which is kind of what that was going to be about. Somewhere over here... Yeah, short on iron now, which is not a huge surprise given we've cut off some of the iron supply. Yeah. Give me a bunch of this stuff, give me a bunch of these, and just make all those pumps. Thanks. And then you can have some of whatever I'm holding, and you guys can all have things that I'm holding if that's what you need. Do I want... I kind of want this one contributing, because I'm not doing anything with electric engines at the moment. So let's also have this one. Yeah. That's fine. So now all of these will be able to contribute to this box of engines, which is this guy making these. Sure, it's fine. Wandering away from that. Oh, whatchamacallit? I don't actually want the cogs. I want the combinators, which is going to require copper, which I also cut off from the base, so that's also fine. 12 arithmetic combinators? Seems like a decent start. And I've already got the wire, so yeah, I think that's fine. I think actually we can grab some of those and do like... There we go, making some chips. Isn't that great? We've also cut the steel off from the base, but we also have this buffer of steel here to work through. And actually, I don't even want... Where is the steel? The steel is also just cut off from the electricity as well. I don't even want the steel here. I want... These things are... These also aren't the offset pattern, are they? I kind of want... Okay, first of all, let's just grab all of this, because the recipes aren't right, but almost everything else is, and then line these up here, and that will be able to give us... We'll turn this into iron mining once we've... How many bots do we have? A decent number? This is gonna... They're gonna be unhappy pulling all of these bullets out, but otherwise they can just get that done. So this is gonna let us create a bunch more iron in the same way. These... Yeah, those train station names are not good yet, but that's also fine. These guys are waiting on their water, which is also the... Yep, that's the plan. And then I needed pumps, which I have. I needed the arithmetic combinators, which I've just made. Oh yeah, I was going to put steel somewhere. This much of this thing with these offsets is what we want for the steel, but we want it, I reckon, over here. In fact, can I get... there is less casting to do with steel, isn't there? Okay, let's do this in 2 steps. Let's do the casting first, because the casting is... Oh yeah, the casting for the steel is direct insert. That's... or like the fluid equivalent of direct insert. So that's kind of nice, because it means we can figure out where the steel is going, just like so. And then I think can I get... This will be 4 lanes of steel, won't it? Yeah, sure, so that's fine. And then copying and pasting the other thing, which was the... Yeah, because I haven't set the recipes for this yet. Okay, yeah, we'll go and set the recipes for that. And then, oh yeah, I had a car down here already. And yeah, a lot of these, no, I had a car on the other side of the base. I'm actually already closer to where I was going to be doing the thing. Yeah, so I think this fluid wagon trick, this is probably going to be a temporary version of it, but this will at least allow it to be somewhere. And then we can have... Is this... If I line it up here, is that going to line it up with the lake? Which is not necessarily a thing I need, but it's a thing that I might like, given what we're doing. Give this guy some fuel. Give this guy an offshore pump that I don't have, but I'm pretty sure bots do. You can go there, and then we can have... Actually a pump here, because we're going to have one of these things here, and then be doing this kind of business. So this is going to fill this thing. This is going to be, instead of some lead speak thing, this is going to be it's going to be a polluted lake water. We're not going to use this for like bulk water supply. We're just going to use this for, hey, I have some water. I have places that need a bit of water. For example, we're now going to go to, what is this station? Some guy. Not there. This guy. Let's go there. Yeah, because I wanted to wander over here anyway, because some of these guys wanted... Like, this stone is now doing a thing, isn't it? And then this ceramics is now... also still just waiting on... I guess I didn't give them enough concrete. Or something. But I do in fact have a big chunk of ceramics there. Okay. So I want to pump this stuff out. But only if... Yeah, okay. We're going to do this round first. Because I want this to not work while I set up this thing. Because... Do we even care about that? I don't think I do. I think we can just go... Except I don't actually have the... don't actually have the pipe parts for this, so that's fine. Yeah. You only pump while there's less than, say, 10,000 water. Or 1,000 water. 10,000 water. I mean, mostly I'm just thinking about a fraction of stuff that makes it into this pipe. And put these guys back, because they got to do their thing. Yeah, so this is now, as soon as bots bring this thing. Cool. So with bots bringing that thing, let's wander over here and kind of reset some of these recipes, which we already changed the recipes to previously. Iron. This one down here is still... It's still a purifier on getting that work done, isn't it? This is, yeah, this is still the other water making. Yeah, fine. Okay, good. Things to check. Okay, so we've got... Some of these guys are on iron, and then this one also wants to be on molten iron. Okay. And then this one wants to be on iron plates. And then I should be able to copy all of that and put it here. Wait, no, because I changed some of the belts, didn't I? We can just do it with the machines. We can do that. And we can do that. And then this machine layout here for iron ore was the one that I wanted all the way over here for steel. And now with that, that's what I'm also going to throw down here. Is this lined up? Let's at least attempt to line this up. There were some belts on this as well, weren't there? Do I want to do this? I think I might do this a different way. Or at least set it back a bit. Because the other thing we've got to do, and this is now just going to turn into like copy and paste everything, is let's not use that train station, it's ugly. Let's use this train station. I need one... Oh, I've got one here in the middle, don't I? I just haven't actually put that train station down, sure. Where is... Here's the steel build. And it wasn't going there, it was going over here. Here? Yes, because there needs to be... Yeah, there needs to be a train station there. Okay. So we've got an expansion here, it's in the cloud, it's going to be attacking, we don't have defenses. Let's do that. I don't even have radar. Cool, so let's presume the bots have radars. Have one here. Are there... There's some cliffs here. They might be... They could be attacking either way into those cliffs. But we're just going to go... Oh, cool. I might have to go deal with that, because I don't think I... Oh, no, I have... If they come after this stuff, I might have defenses. Otherwise, I can be stuck on things, which is also cool. It's going to go that way, doesn't it? Do I even have turrets on me? I do have turrets on me. Okay, let's wander down here. Yeah, let's wander down to this patch here. And apparently this is... There's still some of those signals are broken. Because this wasn't letting... Oh, is it that I don't have them at the bottom? Not sure. You guys are going in a especially strange place. Oh no, yeah, you're going to the same place. Okay. We'll pause the rest of this game for a bit while we look at the other things we want. Logistics robots still going to be useful, but not yet. Similarly with carrier size. Then what even is it? Is it the laser turrets? Oh, if I've done the laser turrets. Yeah, I think we're at the point of not really having any idea what it is that I want. So these are tier 2 beacons? Sure, let's get the tier 2 beacons. Am I close to... Kind of. I will just do that. I have some turrets somewhere, don't I? I have some boards and this kind of things. There we go. So bots are just going to get all of that stuff back. It'll be fine. No big deal. Did I actually get... Did they put the radar down here? No. Okay, I guess I go and put the radar down there. I don't think I'm going to get hit by a train because I don't think I'm doing anything with trains in this region of the network anyway. I'm prepared, and that little bot is trying to do... Some of the bots are trying to do something. Where is the radar? Where did I put the radar? I don't know. Do I have... So I've got these landmines placed, and we're all just doing a huge landmine defense now, is apparently the plan. Mostly because I haven't figured out how much further I want to go yet. But we'll just do kind of, you know, this is in Roboport range. It's fine. I wasn't planning on using that anyway. But even if I was... Oh yeah, let's do a thing that I've just remembered that I wanted to do, which is laser turrets. Pretty sure I had a place where I thought about where these would be built, because these are mostly built with the same stuff as drone parts. And so now that can just happen. Except you've also got probably an unlimited requester chest. So let's just build some responsible number instead of an outrageous number. Laser turrets, I just put you over here. There we go. So those what's bringing the landmines. The other disadvantage, yeah, of the large variety of disadvantages, some of these disadvantages are that the bots are going to have to fly quite a long way with the new landmines before they can actually do anything, yeah, before they can put the landmines back. Similarly with, like, yeah, you guys just, I don't know what the bots are doing at the moment. There's like 1,000 free. They were on their way from somewhere. Okay, give me this back because we can get in the train and do this in the train. And head back to over here because there was stuff we needed to do here. Did we... Yeah, so that's all kind of mostly set up. We also need to put down a bunch of miners and stuff, so I guess we can just kind of slap those in now, I guess. Apathy and negligence. How many is that? 111. That's actually about... yeah, that's getting close to 4 belts of steel out, so that's nice. This is not running because they didn't get that one. So that's cool. Other than that, this is... is this running into the... Yeah, both these belts are full. Both these belts are only half full. That's a bit of an issue because it means that all of these things are going to be slightly unbalanced. Because these two have got more than these two until this belt turns up. But if I just ignore that for a while, it will balance itself out. Because all of these are also... Yeah, they're getting on with it. They're fine. We've got to do the same thing for... Yeah, let's change this to... have copper. And plates is the kind of copper you have. Yeah, I was wondering if I was going to get around to building red chips today, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be super close to getting that red chips build out, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, we've got a bunch of stuff done. There's a lot more train stuff happening now. Have iron plates. Okay, and then we also got to get some water in here, which I might be able to do in the same way. I might even just... Is this going to be in the way? Kind of? Whatever. It's not going to be too much in the way. Then... Yeah, because this doesn't want to exist anymore. It's fine. All these guys have got all the water they need, and they can just do that fixed loop thing. These guys have got a small amount of water. These guys have got water in their internal buffers. This will all just work forever now. These guys need this stuff merged in largely the same way as we did everywhere else. How many of these have we got? 80? Yeah, let's get a couple more of these down. Let's get a couple more of these in a good pattern. And whereas the ones we've currently got are in a bit of a silly pattern, but also it's fine. Not a big deal. And then how many... This is going to give me 60, so yeah, that's going to be enough to get this prioritization in. Like so. And then this guy can just go like that. But I didn't account for some of these guys being empty, so whatever. I think we go... Yeah, let's do that as well. And also that. And this means that, yeah, we're now going to have these belts of stuff, these belts of stuff. All of this is going to go pretty nicely. Like that, or whatever. And again, I don't even care that this stuff doesn't balance. Or slash, I don't care that this stuff isn't balanced. Because... that's definitely going there. That's going to go like that, yeah. Because this balancer here, that is in fact busted because it did not have... because it didn't have both those things on it. Other than that, bots are not completely done yet, which is fine. Yeah, this is... these guys don't have water yet. I guess the bots are still bringing these pipes. Bots are still bringing the pipes, I guess. Sure. Other than that, we have... I mean, this is almost going to be completely filled up. The grid is pretty happy. I think we can just go and extend the grid further now, can't we? We can get this thing and... I mean, worry about how many roboports I don't have in my mall. But other than that... that's going to be a lot of bots doing things over there. I might actually run into significant grid problems again because I don't have all that much of that. And then yeah, then there's the steel thing. So all of this needs to be plugged in largely the same way. But also this station here will be, you know, where the steel goes. Do you guys have water? I want to see you guys get water. Do I have... I can do this myself. Bots just super disappointing. Yeah, okay. So now you guys have got water. You don't need any of this stuff. Like, you're going to have enough water. You will have already taken enough water in your internal buffers to be able to process everything. These bots are... I mean, I guess it doesn't help that... yeah, that I'm building huge amounts of stuff on either side of the base. I don't have a whole lot of robot speed yet. These guys are wandering back the length of the base to pick up the things they need to build this stuff. So there's a lot of bot travel time in between, wandering between here and back out here again. But yeah, did we even... yeah, we need to do the same thing... need to do the same thing for these guys as well. In fact, let's get rid of some of this stuff. In fact, you're empty. Are you empty? You're not empty. But you're empty. And that's not going to be... it's nearly going to be enough to get this rail through here, isn't it? We'll be able to get some of that grid done. So yeah, so that's gonna cut off my stone there for a while. And I think we're about done with this episode. Yeah, I wanted to use this copper. Yeah, I wanted to use this copper supported by this copper for a giant red chips build somewhere using this iron. Also have this iron take the stuff back to base because the base is kind of short on stuff. There are actually, there's a bunch of other little power poles on here that I'll trim out in between. This guy is... I mean, it's running, I mean, it's running at the rate that I wanted it to be doing stuff. It's getting what it needs to done, which is, I guess, fine. These ones are supposed to be combined with the aluminium to the ceramic, and that's not working out. These guys are still, yeah. Everything is not fantastic, but also not bad. I do have. Yeah, green chips was the other thing to get built. Yeah, yeah. So there's a bit more of kind of this building to do. We'll plug in this iron. This iron is now working. Yeah, this iron is now working in. Should be working in both places. Once all of the parts get built. I mean, I already looked at this, didn't I? Yeah, I've got 59 miners that are contributing to this side, plus these ones. So this is going to be 2 full belts, which is fine. Yeah, putting iron on a train, putting copper on a train. I'll get around to putting steel on a train in between. Then we're going to actually have to build some things, because I don't think we actually... I think we built a lot of... We actually build anything today. We built these, like, these metal processing nodes, yay, grid base, but I don't know that we actually built any intermediates, which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, that happens sometimes. Grid base? Sure.